Hey guys, welcome to the All Sports Pass Podcast North. My name is Eli, I'm your host, and welcome back to another video. And this is the Week 1 high school football um, review. And also, guys, I just want to say that I've been meaning to upload this, but I had some come up last minute and I was not able to record. So that's why this is coming out tonight. Before we get in this video, we got to start off with the verse of the day. Today's verse comes from Psalm 25, verse 4 and 5, and it says, "Show me your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me, for you are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long." And also, guys, before we get in this video, leave a like, subscribe for more high school football content. Without further ado, let's begin. So, welcome to the Gibbs and Union County segment, which is presented by two of the sponsors here, PJ's Barbershop, and of course there's the address right here. It's 3544 Neal Drive, Suite 101 in Knoxville, Tennessee. And of course, this is an appointment only kind of barbershop, so you can call Pam at 865-548-0749 to schedule an appointment. Again, that's 865-548-0749 to schedule an appointment. And of course, I don't know why I just repeated it. It's on the screen. Or you can call Jackie at 865-243-5291 to schedule an appointment with her. Again, that's 865-243-5291 to schedule an appointment. And the next one is Sierra Lynn Photography. And if you want to schedule a session with Sierra, DM her on Instagram at either at one of two of her accounts. You can DM her at Sierra_343 or SierraLynn.photos on Instagram to schedule a session. And all right, let's get on to the Gibbs weekend review. So for Gibbs, really I have to say this was really this is what I thought was going to happen. I thought they were going to beat Union County, and they did. And let me take a look at who led the team here. You see Warren Axton went 8 of 9 on passing for 115 yards, and is a long of 22. And completion percentage was 88.89%. He had one passing touchdown. And of course, you also had Levi Allison score 2 touchdowns. He had one receiving touchdown and one rushing touchdown. And then on the defensive side, you had Brady Hughes lead the team with 9 tackles. And so really, this is really what I expected to happen. Of course, now no disrespect to Union County, but of course. Union County really, they gave it their all, but unfortunately just wasn't their night. But for Gibbs, this is a good 1-0 start to the season. You start to figure things out, and so I do think that, of course, for Gibbs, it's going to be a bit of a long road from here, not in a bad way, because of course, you played a team that didn't really have much, let's rewind. You didn't really play a team that really, that really wasn't the competition that you're kind of used to playing to. You're a bit of a bigger school than them, I guess you could say. But however, I do think that for this, and also, I forgot to mention, I can't leave this out, but in this game, Mikkel Van Pelt, the kicker, in the fourth quarter, actually tied a school record for the longest field goal of 47 yards. Congratulations, Mikkel. And but this game here, at halftime, Gibbs was up 34-0, and then Union County scored, and they were able to get a 2-point conversion to make it 8 points. And so this is really all that we got to talk about for this slide. Now, this next game here, the Battle of Broadway, Fulton and Central, I have to say, in the battle of the two head coaches as well, because, of course, both teams have a new head coach. Central won this game 31-12, and I have to say that Central, there's nothing like starting off your first game with a win. And for Central, of course, you still got some teams you got to play, of course, because it's only week one. But however, you also have a bunch of these guys you could say are up in, you also have some guys on the field who you're confident in, of course, and you also have some guys who you think can really help you win games, of course. But however, for Fulton, I have to say that this game here, I really think that Fulton, honestly, that the way they're able to keep the points down, because this is actually now, of course, it's still a loss for Fulton, don't get me wrong, but however, last year they lost 53-20 to Central, and for Fulton to only lose by 19, it shows tremendous improvement in my opinion. And now it's gonna be interesting to see what their new coach can do as well. But we still got a long season. We still got a long time before we talk about playoffs. Besides, hey, this was only week one, so of course they can still win out. You never know. Like both these teams still win out. Any team can still win out, honestly. So yeah. Then the next game, Hall's at Campbell County, and I have to say, really, I was kind of expecting this. I was expecting a win for Halls. But however, I did not expect this to be a 41-0 win, honestly. I honestly expected, Campbell County to really give it their all and, really put in a lot of fight and potentially, cause Halls to, not score, as much as they did, of course. But I will say this, that Halls is going to be a tough opponent next week and we'll get to that here in a few minutes. But however, I think for Halls next week when they play Gibbs, it's going to be interesting to see what these two teams can do because both these teams have had a blowout victory. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do here. And that's all I got for the Halls segment. Now Carter at Sevier County, I will say this, that Sevier County's been on a roll. Now, last season they had a pretty good season. Of course, hold on. Let me pull them up real quick. But for Sevier County, I will say this that they've been on a roll recently, and it's going to be interesting seeing what they can do in this season. Of course, they're a 5A school, but let's take a look. Let's take a look at how they did last season real quick. Of course, they're starting off with a big win against Carter, 49-13, and of course. Hold on, guys. It's not letting. There we go. Hold on. Man, sometimes Max Preps hates me. They finished 10-2 last season, and they made it to the second round of the playoffs where they did lose to Powell. But, however, and of course, next week Sevier County is playing the team that beat them last year in Jefferson County. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do as a rematch from last year. And, of course, Jefferson County, let me check here. I believe they played Friday. Yeah, they did, and they won against Oak Ridge 34-31. Oh, wait, that's right. Guys, sorry, as I said, hey, sometimes it's been a rough while because I just realized they're on the other score slide. Hey, just bear with me. Hey, sometimes it takes a little bit of getting back into. But, however, it's very interesting what Sevier County can do. But for Carter, of course, 13 points is not really, how I expected this game to go for Carter. But, however, as I said, you still got time. And, of course, Carter's playing Austin East next week. So it's going to be interesting to see what both these teams can do as well. And, yeah. Speaking of Austin East, though, they actually hosted William Blunt last on Friday. And also, I will say this, that this new coach seemed to be doing pretty well. Now, of course, they gave up 36 points. But, however, I will say this, that now, of course, they did start Jawan Troutman back at QB after, of course, they had Shane Cherry last season, and then Shane transferred to an academy in Florida pretty much. And so they put Jawan back at QB. And I have to say, it's really nice to see what they can do for Austin East. But, of course, I was saying this, that with William Blunt, they had a 6-4 season last season, but they missed the playoffs. But I will say this, that really I expected this to be a win for William Blunt simply because they're a 6A team. And for those who don't know, I'm here in Tennessee. For those who don't know, those in Tennessee, we have classifications 1A through 6A for public, and for private we have Division Two, if you want to call it. We have a 1A, 2A, and 3A. And that's really how it works there. And I don't plan on covering private schools in the future, but it depends. It depends on what we're doing here. But for Austin East, they're coming. They're going to go in the next game trying to beat Carter. But however, it's going to be interesting to see what can happen. So, yeah. But however, I just think that if Austin East, honestly, I can see them winning some games this season, but let's see if they can win more than 4 games for the first time since 2019. Because for those who don't know, for Austin East, if you've been following high school football in East Tennessee for a long time, you know that Austin East was known for being a tough team to beat, and then up in 2020 just started having some off years. But hey, you never know, that this might be the season they rebound. All right, and then this one, the game of the week, which I'm excited to talk about. This game was a down-to-the-wire thriller. This game here, now, Powell never got ahead in this game, but I will say this, that, in my opinion, they did pretty good without Connor Wheeler. Of course, Connor, for those who don't know, in that playoff game against West, he got ejected, and the punishment is that he had to sit out the next game, and because they lost that game, he had to sit out this game. And I will say this, that's just TSSAA policy. So really, I really think that, of course, TSSAA. Now, I'm not going to argue with them, but I really do think it just depends on, really what kind of ejection it was. It was an unsportsmanlike ejection. But it is, of course, the punishment being this game. And, yeah, but however, I do think that Powell did make a few errors during this game. And I really do think, of course, heading into next week, Powell should honestly, I think they're going to try everything they can to rebound and everything. And, yeah, so that's really what I got for them here. And also, speaking of, I won't be covering Powell next week because they will be playing a West school, away at a West school, pretty much. So that's really what I'm just telling you here. Now, hold on a second here. I'm just gonna check something right quick. I remember I did the schedule predictions, but hey guys, just bear with me. It's been a long few months. Okay. Let me just take a look real quick for y'all. Now, I do think that of course. Now, yeah, they're playing Farragut this week, so, yeah. But for AC, I have to say, I honestly underestimated them. I honestly thought this was going to be a win for Powell, of course, like you could hear in the last video. I honestly underestimated AC because, you had most Campbell County transfer to AC, and I really did not expect them to do as well as they did. Now, I think AC is going to be a force to be reckoned with, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. And, yeah, here are the other scores for you. We have Greenville 54, Tennessee High 7, Northview Academy 21, Unicoi County 34. Now, I will say that this was a shocking loss for me. I'm being honest. Northview losing to Unicoi County, I honestly did not expect. I will just say that. And also, guys, you see some here. Some of these are upsets after upsets. I will say that. And then, of course, the next one was Elizabethton 14, Science Hill 35. And I honestly I think this game was a toss-up as well because, both these teams are really good. So I really think, this game was a toss-up as well. Now, Alcoa and Ravenwood, the next one I will say, is I'm going to be honest, I did not expect Alcoa to lose this game. Now the last time Alcoa lost was, of course, last season, regular season, where they lost to Maryville by a field goal. But to lose by 10 to Ravenwood, now Ravenwood is a 6A team, but I'm going to be honest, like I said, I did not expect this to happen. But hey, still. So really, luckily for Alcoa, this game doesn't matter because it's not a region game. But however, of course, it's going to be interesting to see what can happen here in the coming weeks for them. Then, of course, Cleveland 36, Clinton 13, the final. Jefferson County 34, Oak Ridge 31, and then Coalfield 60 and Wartburg Central 7. And yeah, all right, so I got for y'all for this week. If y'all like this video, leave a like, subscribe for more high school football content. Peace out, God bless, and good night.